What's going on, everybody? Today's video, I want to talk about how I raised my credit score from 620 to a over 750 right now in just 6 months. You know, to back up, like, credit was never like really super important to me, because sometimes you have a decent job and you're able to buy the things that you want, and I was able to buy my house before and got qualified. So credit wasn't super important to me. But, you know, as I was getting into real estate business and stuff like that, and I was meeting lenders and stuff like that, and we were like starting to break it down. They starting to show me how important credit really is, especially when you're getting ready to buy a house, especially on the saving process, how much money you can save over time if you just raise your credit that much more. It really started becoming important to me. So that's why I'm at a 750 right now, on my way to 800. And this video, I'm not doing this video for like nobody that's gonna come in the comments and say, oh, my credit's 900 and this and this and that. That's good. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this video to help people out there. You know what I'm saying? First of all, you gotta want it. You gotta want to make a change, right? A lot of people out there, they're buying things that they don't need. You don't need this. You don't need those expensive car. Now I know you're probably looking at me like, what you talking about? Yeah, you don't need it. You gotta you gotta eliminate some of the stuff that you don't need. One of the sites that I use, this lender friend of mine's, he told me to use myfico.com. A lot of people use Credit Karma. I use Credit Karma also, and the thing I like about MyFICO, it actually gives you a mortgage score, because the mortgage scores are different. Your credit could be 750, but your mortgage score is only a 680, right? And a lot of people need to realize that to get qualified for FHA nowadays, you need at least 640 and better, right? So I use MyFICO and also use Credit Karma. I went and looked at my credit and see everything that I need to pay. So you guys can do that. You guys can do the annual free credit report and just go on there, and all the things that you can dispute. Just go ahead and dispute it. You can write a letter. You can find letters online, ideas how to write letters online, send it to the credit bureaus. They got like 30 days to respond. If they don't respond, they got to take it off your credit. Now, if you know most of these places that you do owe, and you're responsible for these for the money that you got to pay back, you can call most of these places and you can negotiate with them. You can negotiate with most of these creditors to get these stuff off your credit, right? And you just, like, let's just say you owe a merchant $1,000. You can call them and you can negotiate to pay them $300, and they'll basically send a letter to your credit bureaus, and they'll get this off your credit, right? Now, a lot of people out there, they got credit cards, right? You want to keep your credit cards under 30% usage. And what does that mean? That means if you have a credit card for $1,000, you don't want to be using no more than $300. Or if you use over $300, just pay it back. When you keep it under 30%, you'll have you're gonna have a good credit score. You know what I'm saying? Mine's right now is at a 14% clip. I'm trying to get it under 10%. That's where you see the maximum output. A lot of people got multiple credit cards. One way I was able to raise my score is just paying down these cards, not closing them. Pay them down. Like, all the credit cards that you're not using, just pay them down. You can pay them down to zero or whatever you want to pay them down to. Just start paying them down. You know, I paid most of my credit cards down. There's a lot of people out there with student loans that's not repaying it back. What I did with my student loans years ago, I set up a payment plan, and it's out of sight, out of mind. It just comes out my bank account like once a month. Every fourth of the month, my student loan comes out just like that. So right now, you look on my credit, it's showing perfect scores, perfect history when it comes to my student loan. So you want to take care of stuff like that. That's a big impact on your credit if you just ignore that stuff. A lot of people, they keep deferring it, and you got to come to grips, and you got to say to yourself, like, if you're out there making money and you keep deferring this stuff, like, what's the point? Someday you're gonna have to deal with it. You got to deal with this stuff, because I know one day you want to go out there and buy a house. And one thing a lot of people gonna say, oh, I can get qualified for FHA, but why get qualified at a minimal clip when you can get better interest if you raise your credit? Credit is important, guys. So if you have $10,000 in the bank, right? But you owe $15,000 worth of debt. You're doing something wrong. And that was one of the ways I was able to raise my credit. I realized that, I got a good job. Like, why am I like carrying these heavy balances on my credit cards? So I paid them down. I paid all them things down. I paid down things I wasn't using. Like, especially like store cards. I said to myself, like, why am I using store cards when I have like major credit cards? So I paid them things down. I pretty much paid down everything, but I did not close them. I just paid them down, right? Got to be responsible with your credit, guys. To anybody out there that don't even have a credit card and you want to build some credit, just go to your bank and get a secured credit card from your bank, and go ahead and start using it and start paying it down. Get what I'm saying? So one of the ways how you can raise your credit is just by simply being responsible, and you just take these steps and you're definitely gonna be in the right direction. Remember this site. Remember the website I told you guys to use. Use myfico.com. And one thing about that site is it charged, but it is really good. It'll tell you the exact score that you need. It'll tell you where you're at when it comes to buying a house. It'll tell you where you're at when you buying a car. It'll tell you where you at as far as getting credit cards and stuff like that. Credit Karma is good, but it doesn't give you like a full breakdown. But myfico.com, it gives you like a full breakdown, and it have simulators, guys. It have simulator you can look at what it is that you need to do to bring your credit up. You know what I'm saying? I'm meeting way too much people that's trying to rent apartments and trying to buy houses, but their credit is too low. And I do advise them to this credit repair company that I know, but you can do it yourself, guys. It's anything that somebody else can do for you, you can do it yourself. Something as simple as that. I think it's simple. If you're out there making money, it's no way you should have bad credit. So hope this video helps somebody. If you guys are out there and you need any more further help in raising your credit, just go ahead and drop me an email or something, and I'll reach out to you, and I'll help you guys out absolutely free. Anybody want to buy a house in Florida, hey, I'm here to help you guys. So I hope this video helps somebody.